records and you get to know them, then you want to see them in person. That's what.
But yeah, and then it's just a treat. It's a treat to have him at his age, you know, still performing. And he came by and he did his show that night, and it was did his show. And by the time he was fatigued when he got done. And they got done with the show, and they just took him right home after the show. But
they did.
But it was interesting.
Where did he live?
Well, I think he lived in Connecticut, someplace in the
yeah,
town
that's
of
not far, the Berkshires to Connecticut.
And,
so we started to talking about Pastor Peter Stonis. Folks, to hear that man talk to you about the Bible all the way from Genesis 1. He's been on Genesis now for a year. And his understanding and his comprehension and his introception of the Bible, and he just, it all falls to pieces. If you read the Bible, it's all jumbled, it's all mixed up. But he brings it all to pieces. He knows it so well. And he just knows what God is saying, and it's just a grand thing. So he sends me mini DVDs. Well, the TV station won't play it. The TV station could. It's just an inner slot, an inner circle at the DVD player, but they don't quite get the idea. So I take that and put it up onto the standard DVD, and then I put titles on it, his name and his telephone number, and where he can be reached and things like that. And that it is a presentation of Glendora, Chat with Glendora. So Greg, that's the first thing we have to do, is make Stonis 4 shows for October, November.
all right.
That's wrong. Take that back. We're making 4 shows for December, January. Okay. This is the in-mail that came in yesterday afternoon. Would you open this for the folks? Here, I'll give you scissors. No torn open envelopes. Keep things neat.
Okay. All right.
So I'm waiting to hear the greatest things that happened to you folks. Gregory gets paid $50 a day for helping me. I need help badly, and let me tell you, he earns it. Does he ever earn it? He works very hard. And as I say, we're putting money into Gregory as an investment to take care of the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the pro se public access newspaper record. And aren't you painting today? You're going to paint.
Yeah, painting. Yeah, that
He's painting. Everything is in columns of boxes, copying paper boxes. And he has painted the first 6. What color?
Oh, it's kind of a cantaloupe colored, melon colored. It's
lovely.
Like
and then what color did you paint boxes columns 7 to 12?
Oh, that's purple.
Lavender.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
lavender.
these are pastels. And then what did you paint column 13 to 18?
13, 18. The let's see, it's purple. Is it yellow?
It's your favorite, yeah. It's
Yellow?
your favorite. Yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Cute, canary yellow, right?
Yeah, it's a yellow, kind of a pretty much yellow. So.
And today or tomorrow you're going to do what? Columns
Well, I'm going to try
19 to
update, tidy up, and update the some of the labels that I haven't put on yet, and the labels in the boxes, and then work on painting like the next, getting into the next color there. I guess pink. You want
it's
pink
going to be
go
pink.
on.
And it's going to be columns 25 to 32, isn't it?
Let's see, 18.
We might have lost each other there, but I think it's 25 to 32. And then columns 33 to 38 are going to be beautiful, lovely blue. A lovely, lovely, delicate blue. And then what's the last column going to be? Which would be 39 to 45. What color is that?
What, green?
Green is
Maybe
right.
that, or-
The lovely, sweet green.
Cause we bought all the paint like last week. We bought,
Yeah,
got cans of paint
we're all set.
and then we did that.
What is that letter about?
Well, this is a, it's a letter, a Cablevision letter about,
It's
from,
Betty Ann Smith,
from
one
Betty
of my
Smith and
best sponsors in
New
Jersey,
so.
Bergen County, New Jersey, Cresskill. And she is sending in the application for a 2-hour show. We have 12 television stations who play Chat with Glendora for 1/2 hour and then also another
Oh, I see what this is.
for 2 hours.
I know what it
And
is.
she's sending in the
Yeah,
application
it's
for 2 hours.
She's the signer.
She's a bridge fanatic, contract bridge, and she runs these contract bridge tournaments all over the place. And she went to Teaneck. No, Tenafly. Is there a Tenafly, New Jersey?
Yeah.
She went to Tenafly where a woman there plays bridge every day and she's 100 years old.
Oh, really? Oh, really? That's something. But it keeps you active and keeps your mind working there by playing.
Well, doesn't it? I can't play contract bridge. I tried.
I don't know what that
I
is.
probably could have got it if I stayed with it, but to me there were better things to do. You know, I don't like championships. I don't like being better than somebody else. That's why I don't like sports. Sports is all about being better than everybody.
It's competition also.
Now, I don't care for it. I want everybody to be together and helping each other. Now, tell the folks what this is that came in yesterday afternoon.
This is all right.
This is .com's new little yeast can. Look at that. When I said .com, she perked up her head and ears. And this is nutritional yeast. And it gives her food a very nice flavor. In fact, she won't eat it without, or very rarely. And this is a hexagonal dish. 6 sides. Isn't it pretty? Really, the crafts, the things that people can create.
Hexagonal. So,
Here is Morningstar Farms bacon. Would you like some bacon this morning?
yes, I'll try a piece. Sure.
No, you don't get it. You know why?
Well, it's going.
No.
I don't know.
You didn't say yes, please.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
please, and no, thank you.
All right. Yeah, these are tapes. I guess I've never seen one like that.
Yes.
DV cam tapes here.
Yeah, this is, thank you so much. This came from Queens Public Access TV. And this is a DV cam, and Queens was always wrong to do that. When we left VHS, Queens should have gone the way everybody else did to DVD. But they didn't. This is really a broadcast format. It is not for cable TV public access. And so I invested the postage, $10 or $11, $12, and asked QPTV Omar Flores to send me back my DV cans. And I think there's 21 of them. Does it look like there's 21?
About 21.
Yeah.
No, there's like there's 4. I got 4. There's 4 in here that I see, but
Well, why didn't he send the rest of them?
got 4 in here. So,
Oh, there's a problem.
but
There's a problem.
they're
Why
on-
didn't you send the rest of them,
maybe
Omar?
they're en route, but.
So we have to do that over
but
again.
Well, there's 4 here we got, so.
So everybody should give an account. Paul, Romans 11, 13.
DV cam. Never seen one. Look at that tape.
Sue adjourned the shopping because her work at the Advertiser is keeping her so busy. I don't know how she keeps up with it. I want to thank you, Omar Flores, for sending the ones that you did.
Yeah, we got 4 here, so.
Anything else, Greg? I'm just about through. Are you?
On the sheet here I see, it's not the to-do list, but today I'm going to be doing some museum work. I imagine it's some painting.
Aren't you? Why don't you make us a documentary on the show the people?
Well, yeah, I could do that. I'll make. But when I go there, I could do it with my. Do it with a camera with my phone. I could do it with a phone, I guess.
On phone, I don't know how to put on the DVD. So could you do it with my camera?
So yeah, I could do that. Sure. Yeah.
You do it with either my JVC or my Canon.
There's and the to-do list here says Glen and Greg pass it on.
We have to do that.
Yeah,
okay, that's right. I thought we were through.
Hewlett Packard or Black and Decker.
Hewlett Packard. He takes me through the Hewlett Packard and reads me things. That's the computer, Windows 7. Hey, do you have the file for? Is it over there, Greg? For pass it on?
Pass it. I think
is it over in that table?
Yeah, I think maybe it is. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen tapes like that.
You never have?
No,
Would you like to open it up, honey?
I did. I took a look at one, but I've never seen anything like that.
No, they're cute as can be.
Yeah, I guess they're cute. I guess it was kind of a standard. How many years ago? Back.
Let me tell you, it goes as far back as 1996, 95, Greg.
Yeah, but these almost like obsolete now, right? You think so?
No, broadcast TV uses them. But they're certainly obsolete as far as cable television public access goes. They never should have been in there.
Alright, so... Okay.
Murmur. That's, while he's getting that, we'll go over this week's Bible passage. That was what I just did, murmuring. Now, I mustn't do that, and I apologize, and I take it back. Over there.
Alright, so, okay.
Do not murmur, Paul writes to the Corinthians in his first letter. And it turns out to be chapter 10, verse 10. Do not murmur, because those who did murmur were destroyed by the destroyer. And we know who the destroyer is. It's ego and self. And we know that destroys us. Something that really doesn't exist, something that has no real existence of its own, a mirage, which is self and evil. And we get destroyed by it. No, go to your inner sanctum and connect. The oneness, the allness, the greatness, the wholeness.
Okay. So we have.
Thank you.
Let's see. This is the.
That would be lovely if you would read them a poster. From the North American Vegetarian Society.
So these are materials from your pass it on. That's what this is, right? I guess. This is the poster from. I'm not sure if you have posters. From the. World Vegetarian Day was October 1st, and
show it to the camera.
Yeah, show it to him. So they're promoting the North American Vegetarian Society. They're promoting Vegetarian Day, Vegetarian Awareness Month. It's over now. It was October 1st for the past couple weeks, and they're promoting. A plant-based diet. That's what they are. So no animals.
Now in television, you hold things very quietly and still, and you hold them to the camera. Now, can you show them a poster and read them one of the posters, please?
Let's see here. Oh, they have. I'll show you.
Look at this little piggy, this little baby piggy.
Yeah,
he's looking at you, terrified. What are you going to do to me? Are you going to club me?
Get that out.
Are you going to chop me all up? Are you going to electric prod me? Are you going to put me into stench of urine and feces and blood. I just want to live. I just want you to love me and be a pet to you.
It's stuck in there. So why is that stuck in there? I don't know why this is stuck in here, but I can't get it
It's
out.
affectionate. They're stuck on each other.
I can't get it out. But anyways, there's two here. We have, they put these posters out to promote Vegetarian Awareness Day. And so if you go vegan, they had an opportunity to win some money from going to, eating vegan for the past couple of weeks.
Could we go to the post office today and put this up in the post office bulletin board?
And here's another poster. Yeah, so we could do that, sure.
And can we put this one up at Stewart's?
And yeah, we should be able to do that, sure.
All right, let's put that on the errands. Thank you. Or we go tomorrow when you go to the...
Well, yeah, tomorrow we could do
When
this.
you go to the garage to get the new used tires. Thank you, Greg.
Okay. And, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's the posters there. And, here's the copy of Lucent that you wanted from the AIC here.
Are you interested in the history of Chat with Glendora? It is really kind of surprising, and it takes turns and quirks, and it's suspenseful. If you are, here's a 5,000-word article.
Yeah, it's in the Lucent magazine. Is production from AIC, the American International College. They put that out, which Glendora went to.
Springfield, Mass.
In Springfield there, and there's Glendora's right on the cover of it, right there. And there's a big article in here which tells about Glendora and her career.
Well, it's really a history of public access TV, because A Chat with Glendora is parallel, but they both started at the same time. She started when it started. You remember yesterday, folks, I was trying to tell you what an amphictyony is? AMPHICTYONY. Greg, will you tell the folks what an amphictyony is?
All right. Oh, amphictyony. Oh, it says an association of neighbors. Communities for protecting a common religious center. It says here. It says.
It's a Greek word. Amphictyony. For the protection of a, what kind of a center?
Oh, a religious center. It says
Yeah.
here. That's what it says.
Well, that's what a church is. What is the word above that, Greg?
It says amphibolous. It says.
Yeah. What does amphibolous mean?
Amphibolous. It says capable of two meanings.
Oh.
That's what that
Ambiguous.
says.
That would be
Amphibulous.
equivocal. That would be dubious. That would be indeterminate. And we're not. This is what we're not. We're not capable of two meanings. We're capable of just one. That's all we have on our minds. No ego, no self. Help others. Pass it on. What's above amphibulous?
Oh, it says ampersand.
Okay, I did that yesterday with the folks. What's above ampersand?
Oh, amortize.
Amortize. Would you read that, Greg? I can't read it to them. I'm so grateful if you would read it to them.
Amortize. This is to provide for the gradual it says gradual extinction of a future obligation in advance of maturity by let's see,
a sinking fund?
by something there.
By setting
By something contributions to a sinking fund. adequate to discharge a debt when it becomes necessary.
Yes, thanks, Greg, for that. Now, suppose you want some money and you're inept enough to ask somebody to loan it to you. Well, that money is due on such and such a date, and it's such and such an amount. But before it comes to due date, every now and then you start a sinking fund, and you contribute to it, a little bit by little bit. And by the time it comes to due date to be paid, you've got it. That's what a sinking fund is. Or excuse me, that's what amortize is.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, we're doing sort of the same thing, Franklin and I.
Amortize.
We're investing in you presently so that when the time comes, the due date, that would be when Glennie's spirit leaves the body, we will be amortized. You will go to the museum every week and you will be paid $50 for the trip and your gasoline for $45, and you will just take care of the museum, right?
Yeah, you take care of that. Yeah.
That's interesting. Anything more you want to say about that?
No, I don't really think so.
Philly Cam, do your duty, do your public access duty, and bring a chat with Glendora to the citizens of Philadelphia, the city of brother love. They need the message. Get rid of self, get rid of ego, and go by yourself and find the power of your soul, the God inside of you.
All right, so I think it's about an hour. I think we've been on about an hour or so.
Has it?
Pretty close to that. So yeah, I'll go down. This is the list of the 10. This is the 10 commandments written in a children's language, so they can understand that. And the number 1 is love God more than you love anything else. Number 2, don't make anything in your life more important than God.
Don't make anything more important in your life than helping others.
And always say God's name with love and respect. And honor, number 4, honor the Lord by resting on the 7th day of the week. Number 5, love and respect your mom and dad. Number 6, never hurt anyone. Number 7, always be faithful to your husband or wife. Number 8, don't take anything that isn't yours. Don't steal. Number 9, always tell the truth. And number 10, be happy with what you have. Don't wish for other people's things and all that. Just be satisfied with what you have. So.
I love it. I love it.
Number
Thank
10,
you.
So.
Do you have anything you want to put in before we leave?
No, I don't.
Or before you leave?
I don't right now, but.
You don't have anything else, hon?
But I'm on my way to the museum and take care of the museum. That's what I've been doing, so.
Okay.
For a while.
Now,
So.
I'll say again and again, to me, God is helping others. I see God as helping others, and I see Jesus as helping others. So these are my vows. Oh, Jesus, I have promised to serve thee to the end. Be thou forever near me, my master and my friend. I shall not fear the challenge if thou art by my side, nor wander from the pathway if thou wilt be my guide. Well, Greg, since we can't get a remote to operate the camera, would you shut it off?
Care of that, so. Okay.
And remember that this month is Thanksgiving, and we are going to have a vegetarian smoked turkey roll, and cranberry sauce, and dressing, and squash, and turnip, and mashed potato, and pumpkin pie, and we hope it will be a vegan pumpkin pie. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Amen.
Amen.
The 3rd of November, 2017, second millennium, third millennium. Second's over. What did you do in the year 2000? Did you do anything noteworthy? How about yesterday? Did you do anything noteworthy? Did you get all dressed up and washed and everything? And all ready to be on call and face the day's delights? And did you get all dressed up spiritually? You wouldn't think of going outdoors without any clothes on, would you? Physically. Well, you shouldn't go outdoors, or we shouldn't go outdoors without any clothes on spiritually. We should have on our spiritual clothes. What are they? The constant reminder that it's what you give and it's not what you get. Gregory and I enjoyed our visit with you on television yesterday morning. Glendora and Gregory pass it on. The things that are important that we think would help you. And the physical therapy, doing your exercises, doing your calisthenics every day. And we straighten out Facebook, or Facebook straightened us out or something. Gregory is very good at galloping around that computer phone. This magnificent slab. Give thanks and appreciation to our brothers and sisters, who, all of them, who worked so hard on this and brilliantly and got it to us. Thank you, brothers and sisters. He fixed up YouTube on the computer phone. YouTube's okay on the HP computer, the laptop. And then, folks, we did a great big job. We took all of the daily expenses, the expenses of money that we spent, and what we spent it for the whole month of October, 31 days. And then we made a grid and made categories for technical equipment, non-employee compensation, postage, office supplies, groceries, donations receipted, gifts. I think there's about 25 categories of spending. And we do it. And so we made that grid. That was the day before. And so about yesterday we took every little expense out of the daily sheet and put it where it belonged on the column, on the month sheet. Took a long time. But Romans 13:11, every one of us shall give an account of himself. Now, what did you do yesterday? Did you keep track of the money you spent? Did you give any money to anybody? Did you do any good deeds? Of course you did. Will you tell me what they are, please? Did you pick up litter? Did you take care of the recycle bin? Did you take care of the dumpster? Did you feed the birds? Did you feed the animals? Did you give your kitty cat some grass? Or your doggy some grass? I asked Gregory if he could, the recording time on this JVC that is recording this for you is 2 hours. And I asked Greg if he could lengthen it. And he did. On the SD card, you can just push it up a slot and it will do 3 hours. We addressed the Epson. The decision was made last week, if you recall. No more color copies. The ink cost too much. You know, we spent $400 or $500 on ink and $50 on the machine. And what did he just say? What did he just say? Did he say somebody did a Facebook or?
Call from Holden.
I can't answer the phone and do justice to it, and at the same time do justice to you. So I will adjourn that. I was so happy that, okay, so the Epson thing is settled. We made black and white copies of the piggy plea, the two piggies enjoying each other's company in the sunshine and just so happy, the way they should be, instead of being in urine and feces and stench and dirt and no place to wash themselves. And instead of being in a truck that's the same way, instead of being electric prodded in the rectum and forced to go into death and slaughter and clubbing. Yeah, just two little piggies the way they should be. Happy, free, enjoying the great life. So we can't afford the color copy of that anymore, so it's going black and white. But it's not so bad in black and white. And with it, the piggy plea. So that's the end of the Epson for the week. The great joy of the day, folks, is Pastor Peter Stonis of the Church of the Bible, Plainville, Connecticut. And he works so hard going over the Bible with us. And he is working hard on Genesis 22, chapter 22. And then chapter 23, 24, and some of 25. And every 2 months, he sends me the mini DVDs. And I get them up to the regular DVDs and put titles on it. Just, you know, who he is and his telephone number and all that. And then Farmington, Connecticut plays it. And this is a significant cable television signal. It goes to 8 rather large municipalities, like New Britain and Bristol, where ESPN comes from, Farmington. And it was so good to help him do that, because he can't do that. And otherwise his program couldn't be taken to the TV station and played. So that was really good. That was good to help somebody. Gregory cooked the stuffing, stovetop stuffing, and it is moldy. It is mildew. And it always has been. It's not a good product. And then Gregory peeled and cut up the turnip. And it was so good to have. Some people call them rutabagas. Down Maine we call them turnips. The ceiling leaked again. And in addition to that, we have a huge gurgling sound. That's not so nice when you have company, is it, to have the sink gurgle so loudly. But the ceiling leak didn't last long, and we called the owners, the Audibecks. And we didn't hear from them again either. Okay. Gregory was kind enough to read my writing, which I can't read. He can read it. and of the jokes that went back to 2005, and I made a list of them. And I don't think you've heard these jokes. And so those will be our future jokes. That was the list. Isn't that nice? What is your score on saying nice things to people? Did you say anything bad to anybody yesterday? You regret it, don't you? How are you going to make amends for that? Don't you let it go by without making amends for it. Go back to the person and the situation and make amends there if you can, and if you can't, go out and do something very, very nice to make up for it. We failed to put away the color wash. We made a schedule for Friday that Gregory should go at 8 a.m. to the museum and start and put on the labels for columns 19 to 24 and start painting pink columns 25 to 30. And at 10:15, go to the John's Outer Loop and get the 2 new tires put on the front end of the truck. And that's $51 each. That'll be about $110. And to get the gas tank filled on that'll be about $45. That's the and then go to the bank, and then go to Staples and talk to them about Epson and tell them that I don't want that Staples card. I want to be expunged from that. I really was just being overly polite and letting it happen, but it's wrong. I don't want it. It's a wrong thing to do. It's a wrong thing to pledge to. What do you pledge to, Glendora? Jesus, helping others. I have promised to serve, helping others to the end, and stay forever near it, and let it be my friend. And never have to fear the challenges, because helping others is at our side. No wander from the pathway, because helping others will be our guide. Our hymn today is the Thanksgiving hymn. Thanksgiving seems to be a day that people celebrate, but I celebrate it all week long, all month long, and all year long, and I celebrate it every hour. And our hymn for that, folks, is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol. We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He hastens and chastens his will to make known. That's your conscience. The wicked oppressing, that's self and evil. The wicked oppressing now cease from depressing. Sing praises to its name, helping others. It forgets not its own. Are you one of its own? Are we one of its own, helping others? Are we? So that's our hymn. And for Thanksgiving, folks, dinner, we're going to have vegetarian smoked turkey, cranberry sauce, dressing, if we can find one that isn't moldy. Pepperidge Farm ought to have one. Squash, turnip, peas. Did I say cranberry sauce? And I'm going to try to find a vegan pumpkin pie. 2 years ago I found one at Honest Weight. If not, we'll eat a vegetarian one. And that's going to be our Thanksgiving dinner. No poor little birdie have to give up his life and be slaughtered and ill-treated and agonized and terrorized. No. Is that the way to give thanks? I would say no. Okay. And the word, vocabulary word, yes, I use amphictyony and amortize. Let's go back to amorphous. That means of anomalous character and shape. And that's what selfishness and evil do to you. They take away your good, great, wonderful frame that you were given and make you amorphous, anomalous in shape or form, like an amoeba. And before that one was amor patriae, love for one's country. I say you should have love for everybody's country. Love for one country as it goes is what causes war. Terrible war. I lived through World War II. And Franklin was in the United States Army through World War II. 5 years. Ugly. And above amor patriae was amnesia and amnesty. Those are nice words, 231 to 238. Now we're up to another cycle. What do? We just finished the cycle of words, 238, did we say? Are we going to go back to the first one? Go back to the A's? Are we? And go through the same ones again, or are we going to do new ones? Let me know. Let's go over the daily blessings, the standard blessings, the fundamental blessings, the universe. Born, you're alive, you're healthy. You have food, you have clothing, you have a home. You have your freedom and independence, you're not in jail. What kind of birds are found in captivity? Jailbirds. No catastrophes. No hurricane. No earthquakes. No house on fire. No assaults. No robberies. No catastrophes. Finances. Your education. I think we all pretty much have schooling, such as it is. A college diploma is a poor excuse for an education. Your careers, your jobs, your family, your spouse. It's good to be thankful for those, I would say, 10 or 12 times a day, along with counting 40 blessings every hour. Are you doing that? Are you drinking 5 glasses of water a day? Okay, here's the end, I think, folks. Hats. Okay, I've started another cycle of hats. I think this is the 5th time through. No, maybe let's make it the 4th. 47 hats, that's 47 days. And that's everything. I need your help. I'm here to help you. I have to help that person who called. What do you think? I do Chat with Glendora, all the TV programs that you see on cable TV, and all the ones that are uploaded to the internets, or the internet, YouTube, Facebook, Friends and Facebook, Public Figure, and Twitter. I do them all on DVD. I do them on that camcorder and then take it from the SD card to a DVD, take it from the DVD to Winx, which is a free converter, and Winx takes it up to the, uploads it, in the computer, and the computer sends it to your computer. Now supposing I did the program on this. We have a tripod that will hold this. So if we did the program on here, and then uploaded it very, very quickly, but how would you get a DVD copy? You can, it's a queer copy, but Austin does it. He takes all of the jokes on the Facebook from the computer telephone and puts them on a DVD on his Apple computer. No, I guess we'll leave things the way they are. Alrighty. We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He hastens and chastens his will to make known. The wicked oppressing now cease from distressing. Sing praises to his name. Remember, he forgets not his own.
Disconnect, press star. First voice message. Hi, Glendora, this is Barb.
Hi, Barb Mooney.
Just touching base to see how you're doing. Okay, bye-bye.
She died August 2nd, 2016. She's alive and well
End of
today.
message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. Message erased. Next message. Hi, Glendora and Sandy. Just called to say hello. Hope you had a nice day. And hope
Hey.
you're keeping warm in this beautiful autumn weather. Okay, I'll call earlier tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye.
What a great friend. How blessed.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a message erased. Next message. Hey, Glendora, I'm not sure if you got my last message, but I'm wondering if you're available on Sunday, the 12th of November, somewhere between 1 and 4. I'm going to be doing a presentation at the Sand Lake Library entitled Bring Back Your Health. And it's going to be between 30 and 55 minutes, and I have to have a minimum of 5 people. It's part of my homework for an online class I'm doing. So I thought if you could come and video it, you could use it on your YouTube channel. So if you could just get back to me, because I need to know what time to book it for. And early was a late kind of site. I think 410-2887. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. End of message. To erase this message, press 7. Message erased. Next message. Hi, Glendora. Sorry it's been so long since we've talked, but my mother-in-law passed away, Glen's mother, and we had to go down for that.
My goodness.
Mom
Oh,
had to
my
go into
goodness.
the
That's
care
sudden.
for a couple days. But
Unexpected.
we're just calling you back, Gloria and Helen. End of message. Message erased. Next message. Hey, Glendora, it's been calling. I just wanted to let you know that 2 things. The last Wednesday of the month was actually the 29th, not the 22nd. So it's not the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's actually the week after that.
2/9/16. It's 23rd.
But it's
30th.
the week after Thanksgiving if you are on the last Wednesday of the month.
That's the 30th of
Thanksgiving
November.
is the fourth Wednesday, Thursday of the month. And so if you're having it before Thanksgiving, that's not the last one. And this is why people get confused. Because sometimes it's the fourth and sometimes it's the last. So I hope that to have it in the advertiser is the 29th.
It is never the 4th.
The last
It's the last Wednesday.
in November. Also, I don't know if you're getting my messages because I've left you 2 messages now about Sunday, and I really would like to book it, and I don't know if you're available. So please call me. Please call me. Okay? I'm worried this doesn't happen to you or your phone. All right, big girl.
Glendora Vegetarian Club meets the last
To
Wednesday.
erase this message, press
I had to
7.
take toast
To
out of
send a
the oven.
reply
Oh.
message,
Oh, see that? Oh, come in. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm coming. I'm making a video. I'm eating turnip, and I'm taking in calls. Okay, what's the fourth thing? Welcome!
Yes, yes.
Hi,
Gregory.
Rick. Oh, hi, Rick. How are you? I love that chandelier you picked out. Hi, Timmy.
Hello.
It's got little shades. Every little thing's got nice shade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it. You guys want anything to eat?
Oh, no, we just got done eating.
Okay.
So this leaked again, huh?
Yeah, it was yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock. And this is how much it leaked. It didn't leak much. And another thing, fellows, there's a terrible gurgling. An outrageous gurgling. From that sink right there. It sounds like a 3-piece band.
Oh, really?
Not feel anything wet up here at all.
I'll go upstairs and run water. Get a whole tub of water in there.
What do you think it is, honey? Do you think it's a spill?
I don't
I
know.
think it's something they're doing, and I think you're going to go up there and you're going to keep running water and you ain't never going to see a leak, because it's something they're doing. Whether it's they're splashing water against the back wall and it's running out a hole, or they're
Yeah.
getting out wet, or...
It seems like a spill to me. But it was very brief. And I don't know whether the water was hot or cold. I didn't feel it.
Alrighty.
But let me tell you what a great I didn't realize when I saw that chandelier that it had shades.
Yep. Timmy
Let me
picked
tell
it
you-
out. I didn't.
Well, are you going to go water, or...
Let me tell you, Rick, how much I appreciate the chandelier.
He's out of here already. He ain't here.
Timmy, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good, what's new?
Not much.
Ready to go home for a weekend.
What, dear?
Said ready for my weekend here.
Yeah, what are you going to do, sweet?
I don't know yet.
What'd you do last weekend?
Oh, I stay home.
The weather going downhill. I like to do a lot of stuff out in the woods and on lakes and stuff. It's hard when the weather goes downhill, you know.
What do you do out in the woods, honey?
You know, wet and cold. Do a lot of camping and stuff. And,
You do?
yeah.
Aren't you brave? Who got you started on that?
Oh, Dad, when I was little. Me and my friends do a lot of stuff that Dad would never do at all. Like, we go off into the middle of the woods in places where there's no electric, no water, no nothing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How long?
Usually a couple days at a time.
Really? And how do you subsist?
You just, you bring what you can with you and you make do with everything else.
What do you bring? Chocolate and oranges?
Well, yeah, we'll bring fruit and, we usually pack a cooler full of, normal food, steaks and stuff or whatever.
You carry it on your back?
A lot of times we do, we'll go places where we can take our boats. So you boat in, and your boat lugs most of the stuff till you get there. Then you just got to carry it from the water to your campsite.
And what do you do for shelter?
For what?
What do you do for shelter?
Shelter? Oh, a tent.
And how do you carry that, on your back?
Yep.
And how many go?
Usually 3 or 4 of us, sometimes more.
Oh, I think that's good. Good. Anybody I know?
No,
Are you sure?
pretty sure.
What does it accomplish for you?
I just like the peace and quiet of being out in the woods. I don't like being around people and everything else. It's not my thing.
I see. Are you a poet? Do you write?
No.
Do you think a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you come up with anything new?
No, not lately.
Do you have peace?
Peace?
Yeah, peace.
Not much. I got a lot of stress.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Is the job stressful?
Yep. Ain't the job as the boss.
What? What?
It's working for family is stressful.
Really?
Yeah. Hey! Can you tighten up the screws on the overflow? Because that looks a little loose. Because I thought I could see daylight through it before. I can't now. You must have done something.
The boy said, Daddy, what's college bread mean? And Daddy said a 4-year loaf based on the old man's dough. Well, are they family? Are you related to them, huh?
Well, my dad. Him here.
What, dear?
He's my father.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. But you're not related to the other Becks.
No, no.
Oh, yeah, I knew that, yeah. Uh-huh. So that's stressful, huh?
I kind of think they were taking a shower and it was running down behind that overflow.
Ask him to turn on the water up there so you can hear the gurgle.
He's got water running up there.
Well,
Draining like crazy now. I can hear it over there.
well, then you think it's coming from Don's apartment then? It's in that tree. And it was never here before until these people came, so that's why I think it's upstairs.
No, not anymore. Well, a little bit on your left, maybe. Yeah, well, if you're facing the faucet on your left. I think you're good, though. I think that's pretty good. No, I think you're good now. Yeah.
Do you have a dream, Timmy? Do you have a dream?
Yeah.
That's good.
I want to go down south. I don't want to be up here no more.
What, dear?
I want to go down south at some point.
Do you?
Yeah. I
Why?
don't like the cold. I hate the cold.
Oh.
I don't like having to spend half my friggin' year inside the house hiding from it.
What?
I don't like spending half my year inside my house hiding from the cold.
Oh. Oh, that's because you're an outdoor person.
Yeah.
Did you read Robinson Crusoe?
I think I did read that a long, long time ago.
You think that's what started it?
Maybe. We've always been pretty outdoors, so he's always drove me around to different places fishing and everything else.
Did you ever read Thoreau?
Thoreau?
Mm.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that one.
Well, he's like you. He's a New Englander. He wrote Walden Pond. Did you ever hear Walden Pond?
That sounds familiar.
And he did that. He lived out in the nature.
Walden Pond.
Yeah, and his name is Thoreau. Thoreau. And he sounds like he's a soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I myself, I can't stand the outdoors.
You're dripping your juice all over your pant leg.
Uh-oh. Oh, thank you.
All right, dear, keep an eye on it.
Oh,
We should
you
do
all
it.
through?
Huh?
That one thing was a little bit loose up there. He found something loose, so it should be good this time.
Yeah, so I tightened it up.
The auditor said to the secretary, I'm going over your books here. What's that mean, ESP? ESP, ESP, ESP. What's that mean? She says, error someplace. Take care, guys. I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, we'll see you later then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Later.
Well, I don't know what to do. I got so many things going here. All right, clean up this mess.
Hey,
Well, hi.
that's Greg. So, hey,
Glad to see you, Mr. Gray. Your turnip is delicious.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it was pretty good. So it was pretty good. Yeah, this
Did
is
you
my,
just run into Rick and his son Tim?
Here's my dish. So
They,
no,
they just came here to inspect again.
yeah, just saw him walking out the door there. So
Yeah, they were just here inspecting.
all right.
They think that it goes back, when they take a shower, they think it goes back behind the flow or something.
Yeah, someplace there, but it.
I went up to get the mail, honey, and bad news.
Oh yeah.
It isn't there. And we can't go anywhere without it.
Yeah.
So do you think it's there now? Did you notice when you went by?
No, I didn't notice it. So. Big chef, so. I didn't notice that. So. Alright, so make sure the clothes. What that is, man, I don't know. Let's see. Where's the jump on here? The bow. Bow on the neck. Oh, Glendora, have more of your, folded up your washcloths here and all that?
I think that's nice of you.
So I'll put them right over here, so if you want
I
them
think
right there.
that's very nice of you, Greg.
Right there, alright, so.
Will you dress up for me to go to the bank, honey?
Yeah, I could do that, sure.
Would you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that, so. Alright, I shot a little, kind of, a little documentary there, so.
Did you?
So, yeah, when, I can show it to you when we get back or something.
All right.
Yeah, it
Well, I
looks,
look forward to it.
I think it's pretty good, I think, so. For just doing it off the cuff and, on the spur of the moment there, it came out, I think, pretty good, so.
Sure, and we can do some more later?
Sure, yeah, if you want, so. Yeah, let me run to the bathroom for a second.
Bedroom, okay.
Yeah, the men's room, so. Well, I'll go check quick at the mails there and see what's going on.
Yeah, because we can't go without that.
Yeah, right?
'Cause that's $1,600.
Oh, yeah? I thought you had it.
Thank you, Greg.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. I think everything's all mixed up here. All right, let's get back on track.
One. To send a message, press 2. First voice message. Hey Glendora, it's been calling. I just wanted to let you know that two things. The last Wednesday of the month is actually the 29th, not the 22nd. So it's not the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's actually the week after that. So I'm not sure if you're confused, but it's definitely after Thanksgiving if you are on the last Wednesday of the month. Thanksgiving is the fourth Wednesday, Thursday of
The
the
first,
month.
the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. She's right.
Thanksgiving, that's not the last one. And this
Okay,
is
it would be November 29th.
because sometimes it's the fourth and sometimes it's the last. So I hope that you have it in the advertiser as the 29th, which is
It's always in the advertiser, the last Wednesday of the month.
in November. Also, I don't know if you're getting my messages because I've left you 2 messages now about Sunday, and I really would like to book it, and I don't know if you're available. So please call me. Please call me. Okay? I'm worried that something's happened to you or your phone. All right, Victor, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, hit the wrong button, as usual. Try it again. It's still a miracle, even though you amuse it.
Please enter your password, then press... I'm sorry. You have 1 new voice message. You have 3 saved voice messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4. To disconnect, press star. First voice message. Hey, Glendora, it's been calling. I just wanted to let you know that, two things. The last message erased. End of new messages. First saved voice message.
Glendora, this is Don. I'll be home tonight, so give me a call. I was out for Halloween with the grandkids last night. I'll be here tonight, so I'll be here all day. Give me a call. Thank you. Bye-bye.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save... Message erased. Next message.
James Dixon,
Forbes is still funny. Yeah, James Dixon. Okay, hope all's well.
Manhattan, viewer, fan. For years.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. Message erased. Next message. Hey, Glendora, it's Debbie Holden calling. I wanted to let you know that taking this class, and it wants me to do a speech in front of 5 or more people, and it should be 30 to 55 minutes long. And so I'm looking at November 12th at the Sand Lake Town Library, and I thought if you could come, maybe with
Yes, we'll
one of your
come. I'll
friends
ask Gregory
or,
to come.
Austin, you could video it, just put it on your Facebook or your YouTube channel, because I'm going to title the talk, Bring Back Your Health. And it's supposed to be an inspirational speech, so my premise is going to be that we can bring back our body to our natural healthy state, and that's what the talk is going to be. And I just thought if you could come and video it, that would sort of help you out by having a show, and it would help me out by having some people at the event. I have a couple of friends who say they're going to come as well. It would be somewhere between 1 and 4 o'clock, and I'm not sure exactly which time my friends can make it, so she's going to check and get back to me. So if you could let me know what time between 1 and 4 o'clock on the 12th, which is next Sunday.
4 o'clock,
I
okay.
can try and arrange it to be a good time for you and for
It'll be
them.
dark then.
Okay, my dear, I'm going to put
Very,
it up
very
on,
dark.
we have a Runner's Girl Facebook page, I have a church Facebook page, I would like to get in the advertiser, so if you could call me back and tell me how you do that, that would be good, because that would be helpful for me to learn how to do that kind of advertising. And then, obviously, if we can blast it out to the vegan club would be great. I'm going to probably put it in all my contacts and on my Facebook pages, so I'll also personally invite people. All right, my dear. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.
Okay, honey, I'll call you now.
End of message.
We're waiting to go to the bank.
this message, press 7. To
And
send
the
a
check
reply
came in
message,
time.
press 8. To save
Thank
it,
you,
press
Franklin.
9. To hear more options,
Thank you,
press
U.S.
0.
Post Office. Thank you, U.S. government.
To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear more
To
options,
erase
press
this
0.
message, plus 7. Where is 7?
Message erased. End of messages. To listen to your messages...
Okay. Go to Google. Go to voice search. Call Holden.
Holden, mobile.
Thank you so much. Aren't the piggies sweet, folks? You look so happy. That was Rick and Timothy here, father and son. Daddy and son. And they do the maintenance on 40, they have 40 tenants, Autovex.
Hello, you've reached Deborah Holden, your Arbonne independent consultant. I'm sorry I missed your call, but I'll give you a call as soon as I can. Thanks so much and have a fantastic day. Bye. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Okay, we tried, folks. Call Blakeman.
Blakeman, mobile.
Record your message. You have finished recording. You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I'm so happy I have a dear friend like you, Sandy, who is kind enough to keep in touch with me, even though we are...
Satisfied with your message? Press 1.
No.
To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording where you left off, press 4. Pressed an incorrect key. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. At the tone, please continue recording. At the end of your message, press 1.
Sandy, we are trying our best to help others. We have put out 24 TV shows with a beautiful message. Gregory has done great things for the cause. It's exciting, it's important, it's significant. And we are ever mindful of how to get together with you and have you join in with us and have us join in with you. And education is a process of drumming abstract ideas into concrete heads. Call Dixon.
Calling Dixon. Mobile.
Who else called, folks?
Please leave a message. 646-326-5962. Thank you.
Hi, James Dixon. Thank you so much for sending me those clippings. You work so hard on that. And that's a really good thing that you do. That's a kindness that is appreciated. And your little kindnesses are very much appreciated. And keep them up, honey. And keep going to the 11th step. And keep talking to me, too. Because I like to hear these spiritual things. They are very, very helpful. And so anything that you hear from above, I would be interested. Because I'm hearing something else from above. Now, here's your joke. Education is the drumming into concrete, the drumming of abstract ideas. Let me start again. Education is the drumming of abstract ideas into concrete heads. Now, who else call? I just had turnip. It was delicious. Gregory cut up the turnip and cooked it. Now who else called? Debbie Holden. Holden and Dixon and Mooney. Okay. Go for Mooney. Call Mooney, please. You did that wrong. Greggy made a video of you, for you, of the museum. Google voice search. Call Mooney.
Mooney. Mobile.
Thank you. You don't want to, they could make you forget to say thank you and please. You want to keep up your please and thank you.
Hello?
Oh, Richard, it's Glendora.
Glendora, how are you?
Well, I'm top of the morning, Richard. I want to know how you are.
Well, I'm coming along. I'm getting better.
Well, what are we working on now? What's wrong?
Oh, just flu. Some kind of flu.
What, dear?
Here.
What's the problem?
Some kind of flu went through here.
Oh, a flu. You had, oh no, really?
Yeah.
Sick to your stomach?
Yeah.
Coughing?
Yeah.
Mucus in your nose?
And no, I didn't have much. No.
Headaches?
Yeah.
Well, how long ago did that start?
About a week ago.
About a week ago. Okay, quote me a passage from the Bible. What one do you know?
Offhand, I don't know any. Blank.
I'll give you one. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Yeah, okay.
You don't like that one?
Is that from John?
No. That's no, that would be Paul.
Oh, alright.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He wrote most of the Bible anyway.
Well, he certainly wrote a lot of letters, yeah.
Yeah.
He would go to these places and establish a Christian church, and then all the people would do wrong, and he'd have to write them letters and straighten them out.
Yeah. It's about the size of it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that education is drumming abstract ideas into concrete heads?
Really?
Yeah. And a college education, a college diploma is a poor substitute for an education. And, oh, and what is college bread? Daddy, what does college bread mean? Daddy, it means a 4-year loaf made from the old man's dough.
Oh, that's complicated enough, yeah.
Is there anything else wrong with you, Richard?
Yeah. Just getting old, I guess.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm only 89. Go ahead, tell me about it.
I'll be 82 pretty soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you poor old man.
Yeah, it's all the joints. All my joints are the ones that were replaced. They're all getting old and starting to hurt quite.
Those stabilizer stockings that go from the toe to the hip straighten out my legs. They bring them together and hold them together.
Well,
I got them at Rite Aid. They're $20 a pair. And they go from your toe to your hip. And they just straighten, yeah, they straighten out my, hold everything together. They don't like to stay together. They like to go apart.
okay.
Now, what about your weight? What do you weigh?
About 260.
260. Well, that you haven't lost anymore.
No.
You-
Stayed right the same.
What, dear?
Stayed right the same for a month anyway.
Well, you know, the weight is what's causing your joints to be.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And a lot of other stuff, your heart too. But you've got a very strong heart. My goodness, what your heart went through.
Yeah.
But it may not like it again.
No,
What's,
I don't think it will.
what's my dear Barbara doing?
She went to program today. She felt better.
Good.
So she decided to go to program.
Good. She's a miracle. August 2nd she died. August 2nd she died. And look at her now.
I know it.
And look at all that you did to pull her through. Boy, you were terrific.
I had more on my plate than I thought.
What, dear?
I had more on my plate than I thought.
Yes, you certainly did. Is it better now?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. I'm glad for you. Do you like where you live?
Yeah, I do.
Do you go down to the center, down to the disabled center?
No, we go, I go to St. Camilla's every day but Tuesday.
Oh, good.
So we have a place we go. We leave here about 7:30 and we get back home after 4.
Well, that's wonderful.
So we're gone pretty much of the day.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so we're having a good time.
Yeah. Now, keep reading the Bible.
Right? Yeah, we go to church there every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday, yeah, Protestant church.
Where? At that center?
St. Camilla's, yeah.
Well, that's lovely. Do you hear from Diane Bingham? Do you know how Diane Bingham is?
Yeah, no, I don't hear.
I know she doesn't return my calls. Betty Faxon is moving along.
Oh, I hear that. She's getting a lot better, strong.
I hope you call her.
Well, Barb has called her.
Yeah, I hope somebody calls her. And what about the Van Campensen? Are they all right?
I guess I haven't heard too much
Mm-hmm.
from them. We had a contact. They were.
Do you hear from anybody else from church?
No.
I think that's terrible. You went there all those years and they don't stand by you.
Yeah.
No, I think that's awful, really. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah. Well, we've heard from a lot of our friends, so it's okay. But there has been 4 or 5 people from this church call us at times.
Well, that's
But
good.
Betty Faxton did all the calling. Got everybody going.
Yeah. What are they? What are they doing for a choir now? No choir?
Huh?
No choir now because of Betty?
Right.
No choir. Yeah.
Barb's finished sick anyway.
Well, I got a good joke for you. Want to hear it? The teacher says, Johnny, I think you cheated on the test. I think you copied the answers of the girl in front of you. The first question was, who was the first president of the United States? She wrote down Washington and you wrote down Washington. The second question was, who was president during the Civil War? She wrote down Lincoln and you wrote down Lincoln. The third question was, who was president during the Louisiana Purchase? She wrote down, I don't know, and you wrote down, me neither.
That's very good. I like that.
Okay, my dear Richard, I love you. Okay, take care.
Yes, and you do the same.
Thank you, my dear. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, who else go? Are we ready to go, honey? I have to go now to the bank. We're due to leave at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we're ready.
I'll be out in the hall, hon.
Okay.
You have to look nice if you're going to the bank. Because Tracy is our banker.
She likes me.
And she's the money girl. And she won't give you the money if you don't look nice. Okay, folks. Thank you. Oh, whoops. I could go to sleep right now. Good morning, my dear friends. This is God Meditation, Hymn, and Prayer. And it's around Election Day. And people are complaining about the signs at Election Day and all of the confusion and how much work it is. But if you murmur against Election Day, you have to remember that it's a little better to choose your own leaders than it is to be in a monarchy where the leaders are chosen for you. Did you do any murmuring yesterday? Did you murmur against anything yesterday? I think I did 2 or 3 times. I am murmuring about Austin, who will not answer the telephone. He will not return telephone calls. He will not call me up. And I said to my banker, Tracy Pratt, yesterday, is that friendship, Tracy? She said no. So I apologize for that. This is God Meditation, Hymn, and Prayer, morning devotions, or whatever you'd like to call it. But it is your time to go alone, by yourself, with no distractions, no noise, and your time to listen to your conscience, to the voice within you, to the God that is inside of you, to listen to your soul. The soul is a God that is inside of you. As far as I can see, right or wrong, that's the way I see it. And the conscience is the voice of that soul. And we go about hither and thither frenetic, hour after hour, just running away from that voice or not hearing it. No, this is my prayer. This is God Meditate, Hymn, and Prayer. My prayer is that you go alone, have a sanctuary, and you listen to that. And you do what it tells you to do. And what will you hear when you listen? You will hear that we are all one. That we are all here to move the universe forward, to make things better, to keep going, keep growing the universe. And that, what does that come down to? Helping others. And when you go along, you will hear that there is no ego and there is no self, and you're through with it. That's kid stuff. You're through with that, okay? You're grown up now. And you know that all of your life is for helping others. And now you have the happiness, and you have the joy and the fulfillment and the success and the peace and the prosperity and the greatness. And your attitude toward evil is, don't think about it, don't see it, don't hear it, don't speak it, don't do it. So that's the meditation, God meditation. And it's only a reminder. That's all that a chat with Glendora does. It just is a reminder. And I need you to remind me. I need us to go together. God, meditate in Him. What is a hymn? This is November. This is Thanksgiving. One day we celebrate Thanksgiving. But our chat with Glendora people, we celebrate Thanksgiving every hour. That's what the 40 blessings or rejoices are. 40 an hour all year long. That's Thanksgiving. Every hour. It is fun to give thanks and give yeah, that's what the song is. Rejoice ye pure in heart, rejoice, give thanks and sing. You did what your conscience told you. You did the best you could. Rejoice, 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 give thanks and sing. It's pretty simple, isn't it? That's really all it's all about. And the prayer we did. And let's just go over those words again, number 231 to 238. Amnesty, amnesia, amorphous, amortize, amortize, ampersand, and amphictyony. So tomorrow or the next day or so, do we go through the words again, the same ones, or do we go and pick out new ones? There are so many beautiful words in the English language. Why are they beautiful? Because they express the beauty that's in your soul. They communicate the beauty that's in your soul. And your soul is continuous with the soul next to you. What is the soul? It is the God, the God that's inside of you, and the God that's inside of everybody else. And then, after God met him in prayer and word, we look at the general blessings, right? The daily blessings, the foundation blessings, the universe, born, alive, healthy, food, clothing, and a home, freedom and independence, no catastrophes, no car accidents, no falls, no tripping, no robberies, no assaults, no war on our land, no weather catastrophes, no house on fire, no electric shocks, no catastrophes, and then our finances and the education that we have here in America. and your careers and your hobbies. And your jobs and your spouses and your family. Those are the fundamental, basic, all-day, everyday blessings. And of course the earth, the great earth, spinning around for 5 billion years, and then the great sun, the nuclear furnace, the heat, the light, the water, the soil, the air, the great big lakes, the great big rivers, the great big oceans, the great big seas. The earth is 2/3 water. And thank heavens we have 1/3 land. North America, South America, the Antarctic, Asia, Africa, Australia, Europe, and the Arctic. Air, water, and land. And with the beauty that comes out of the soil. These pumpkins are, I just can't get over the excitement that they cause me. Why, these pumpkins, a fruit that big, and the squash and the gourds. Oh, it's just so fascinating. And all from a little tiny seed. A little seed that's this big. And those magnificent creations come from that seed. And there's everything in that seed to make a pumpkin. So after that we go on to the particular blessings that are indigenous to the day, the last 24 hours. One was the banking. We had such a good time banking, Gregory and I. And I forgot we were going to go banking first, and we went all the way to Walmart. And Gregory said, "Didn't you want to go to banking?" Isn't that silly? So we went all the way northwest for nothing, so then we had to go all the way southeast. But anyway, it's fun to go to the bank. And they give us cookies and coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I ate some of their cookies. And Tracy Pratt knows how to do everything. And Franklin sends the checks down from heaven. We get a check from Warren Buffett every month, because he bought the Buffalo Evening News, and Franklin was a reporter for the Buffalo Evening News for 27 years. His first job, he had no pensions at all. That was the Bowles family who owned the Springfield newspapers. They never gave pensions. So Frankie sends down the money from heaven. The big blessing of the day was Gregory. The things that he can do, he's so capable and expertise. He can do thousands of things I can't do. He is a big blessing. And guess what? I decided when we better be a little more professional here about our television, that when we do our Glendora Care and Chair with you, that we should have a monitor. We should be able to see that monitor while the television is being made, and we should be able to correct the mistakes through that monitor. And Gregory's over there on his knees right now. We bought a TV set, and I made sure that it had RCA phonos, inputs and outputs. And we bought it, folks, and it's 24 inches. And it was only $98. And New York State got $8 off of that. But it's so light. It's so feather light. And the TVs used to be so heavy. Even the tiniest of TVs was heavy. And the other ones were very, very heavy. Great big boxes. This long, this wide, this tall. The old iconoscope, the old, what'd you call the TV tube? that was so heavy. Why, the TV tube was...
CRT.
And now this is a flat screen, narrow, in a little box like that that you can carry with a couple of fingers. So we're going to have a monitor. We're going to use the TV that's on top of rack 1. That's the monitor for rack 1. We're going to use that as a monitor for the video. And then we're going to use the new TV as a monitor for rack 1, rack A. And then rack B has a great, great big TV. How would you like to have a monitor this big? Yeah, that would be fun. But it would take up half of the happy house. And we got a new Venetian blind. And nowadays, here's something else that our friends and our brothers and sisters have come up with. The Venetian blind doesn't have strings to pull it up and let it down. You just push it up from the bottom, no strings. Isn't that neat? I tell you, Walmart is a great experience. We bought you a new backdrop. This is a backdrop of a church backdrop. There's a Bible in it, there's a cross. Oh, Jesus, I have promised to serve thee to the end. And that's, oh, helping others. I have promised to serve thee to the end. And there's other Bible in church articles. And it's a lovely backdrop. And someday we'll put that up for you when you get tired of our new one, which is so nice. And today's backdrop is a kitchen sink. What do you think of that? We went to Staples, and in no time at all, we spent $75. We wanted Avery labels 4 inches by 5 inches, and this young man named Austin was down on his knees, this young clerk. And he looked, 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 and he must have been looking at 200 folders of labels. And he tried so hard, he tried for 20 minutes to find it. He says, okay, if you want, we'll order it for you, and it'll be delivered to your house Friday. So we go over to this great big video screen, this great big computer screen, and he's got a keyboard. And he punches in the name and things, and he says it'll be $9.99, and it'll be there Friday. I told Julie, the manager, that our decision on the Epson copier, which costs $50 and is an intricate and a very advanced piece of machinery, and the copies are impeccable, color or black and white, that our decision was on that $50 for the machine and $400 for ink. No. The take on that is no more color copies. Just do the black and white copies. Do a color copy occasionally. But it is one great piece of manhood. What else? And then we went to Walmart and had such a good time. I mean, we bought shopping bags. I love great big shopping bags. Fill them up with all kinds of things. Okay. We gather together to... No. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He hastens and chastens his will to make known. The wicked oppressing now cease from distressing. Sing praises to his name, he forgets not his own. The moon last night, did you see it? It was magnificent. It was magnificent how blessed we are to have a moon. What good company. And we saw it all the way going over the back country roads coming home from Walmart. We go down Route 4 and Mannix Road or something like that, and then down to Best Road, Route 55, and down to Route 150. These are all Rensselaer County routes. And then down to Route 7, and that comes right to our driveway. What a great ride with the moon. And we saw a deer. Thank heavens the deer didn't come out into the road. We've got the house in order. Spiffy, neat, tidy, trim. A place for everything and everything in its place. That's a great feeling. We counted up how much money has been paid to Gregory to be the curator of the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the pro se public access newspaper record. And we counted up how much money Gregory has been paid since 2006, when we first met. We called up Sue, and she's an angel, and she took down the list of nice things to buy for groceries and bring to the Happy House 3 today. And she says, I'm going to take kind of a leisurely day today. I said, what? I'm going to write that down in my notebook. You taking life leisurely? I've never seen anybody work so hard as she does, so faithfully, and so dedicated to others, helping everybody she can. Okay, I am waiting now for your care and share. Hear about all of your helping others. And maybe tomorrow I can show you the monitor that Gregory set up and the new TV set on Rack A. And until then, may the grace of God, the fellowship of the Holy Spirit, and the love of Jesus Christ be with you and all of those you love. Amen. So be it. Ratified completely. Folks, this is a test, and Gregory has completed the great changeover. We now have the brand new TV set over on Rack A as a monitor for what is on Rack A. We now have the old monitor right here beneath the camera so that when we video, we can do something right for a change. So, with God we go to spread the joy of life. We win each day the happiness of love. We count our blessings, we give thanks, we give joy. Stop the cruel, stop the cruel.
First voice message. Hey, Glendora, it's Debbie Holden. I'm sorry I was teaching when you called, so just driving to my next building. I'm supposed to be there at 1:37, but it's about 10 minutes away. So if you call in the next 10 minutes, I'm all good. Otherwise, my class ends at 2:20, and then I'll be in the school for about 20 minutes before I leave. I'm going to stop at the bank, and then I'm going to drive home. Then it's a 40-minute drive home. So you know how I do this when I'm driving sometimes. So definitely give me a jingle back at one of those times. Otherwise, I'll just keep trying to now that I know you're available. I'm a dear and talk to you. Thanks so much. Bye. End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear more options, press 0. Message erased. Next message.
Hey, Glendora, it's Becky Holden calling. I really need to know about Sunday. Maybe you're calling me. Okay. Hello? Hello?
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. Message erased. Next message.
Glendora, I hope you get this message. It's Suzanne. We've had a really rough week, and I'm not really prepared for tomorrow, so I'm asking you if you mind that we try to delay it for another week or whatever, but it's just not good for tomorrow because Patrick has things at the hospital, and we were busy with all our worries about this business with the estate and everything. But anyway, listen, if you're not there, I hope you get the message. I tried earlier in the week too because I could copy with everything. Give me a call when you can, or I'll try you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear message erased. End of new messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send...
Hi there, folks. Diplomacy is the art of skating on thin ice without falling into deep water. And a college diploma is a poor substitute for an education. And education is drumming abstract ideas into concrete heads. I am full of life anew, and I will give it to you. I am full with life anew, and I will give it to you. And I will keep my heart pure, so I can give the strength and the vitality to you. And my will is one with the will of the universe, because that is helping others. And our will is one with that, isn't it? Now, we have to do the score. This is the score. It's time, folks, to fess up and do the score. Did you say anything nice to anybody? Did you just say a little thing nice to somebody? Just a little tiny bit nice thing to somebody? Like give them credit for a good thing that they did? Now tell me, did anybody say anything nice to you? What is your score on that? Do you have a pen and something to write on besides the dust on the furniture? Did you drink 5 glasses of water every day? Did you count your blessings and or rejoice 40 times every hour? That's Thanksgiving. That's our Thanksgiving. Every hour. Not once a year. Every hour. Rejoice ye pure in heart. rejoice, give thanks and sing. You did what your conscience told you. You did the best you could. Rejoice, 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 give thanks and sing. Did you live and work for others, or did you live for yourself? What's your score on that? Did you feel the oneness of the universe? Did you feel that one with everybody? And you didn't try to be separate and steal some of the universe for yourself and take it away from others? Did you feel the allness, the wholeness, the greatness, the beauty, the joy, the delight? This is the first Sunday of November, the next to the last month of the year. Did you appreciate the earth spinning around every day? And for 5 billion years, and it never fell into the sun? Did you appreciate the water on the earth? The earth is 2/3 water. Those big oceans, those big seas, those big lakes, those big rivers, and the little tiny Kill? Did you appreciate the air, the water, the air, the soil? We can't get along without any of them. We can't get along without each other. Selfishness and ego are a delusion. They're a phantom. They do not exist. What exists is the oneness, the universe as one. What exists is helping others. Did you do any good deeds? I want to hear about them. Did you do any good deeds? Gregory did so many good deeds, my friend Gregory Washburn. Are you getting a good report? Did you appreciate the sun and its trip around? Did you appreciate the earth and its trip around the sun? It takes 365 days to do that. Did you get cold when it was 31 degrees, 1 degree below freezing? Is your heart pure? Did you do anything bad? If you did you acknowledge it? Say, I did this, it was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I wish I hadn't done it. Did you acknowledge it? Did you feel badly about it? Did you atone for it? Did you make good for it? You go out and do something good, or you went back to the scene and did it over and did it right this time? I am filled with life anew, and I will give it to you. I spent quite a few minutes last night in bed sending you 0 minutes of self. It's very difficult. And you have to work on it, but I hope you are working on it. Let's, for instance, can you go 5 seconds without thinking of yourself? Are you ready? Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2. Did you go 5 seconds without thinking about yourself? Let's try 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Did you make it? If you did, you're on your way. Really, if you can make 15 seconds, you can almost make a minute. It's a great thing. And what do you do with that? Well, that's for the vitality and the life of that minute to go to you and not to go to selfishness. To go to you. And that's a pure heart. Did you give anything away last week? Any gifts? Did you give away any money? Did you help the animals? Did you feed the birds? Did you feed the wild animals? Did you send money to the animal organizations that are trying to rescue these darlings from brutality and being beaten up and living in filth and being eaten? Were there any catastrophes this week? Like falling down and breaking a bone, or tripping or hurting yourself? House on fire? Heart attacks? Hurricanes? Weather catastrophes? No, we don't have them up here. Do you know, folks, that it's been 4 years in the Northeast, up around the New York Capital District, Albany, Troy, and Schenectady, that it's been 4 years and we haven't had any hurricane disturbances. Now, 5 years ago we did, remember? It was a strange one. It was all wind and no water. That was the last hurricane trouble that we had. An earthquake was rumored to, was not rumored, it was reported to be on its way in California. And this couple sent their young son deep into the interior to be with an uncle where the boy would be safe. And in 3 days they got an email from the uncle saying, "I'm returning the boy, send the earthquake." Did you go vegan? Did you stop eating animal products? Stop using animal products? Let the animals be free? No exploitation of animals. Did you? Okay. I will tell you quite frankly, you're not going to make it. Unless you do. Unless you go vegan.